Okay. First of all, Ciara, I just said to Tom, thank you for acting your ass off in this movie. I mean, it was, I want to know, are you okay? Do you need a hug?
I mean, after a year of isolation, hugs are always welcome, but I'm doing really well. Thank you for checking in.
I guess first question for me is there's so many epic heist scenes in this. I want to know what are
Mhm.
some of the more daring things that you've done in your life, things that have made you nervous, things that have taken you out of your comfort zone.
Um, Physically speaking, probably when I went paragliding as a kid. Um, that was fun and exhilarating. Jumping off a cliff attached to a man's front is always an odd experience. But it was truly exhilarating. Would I do it again? God knows. But yeah, I would say probably that's the most daring.
Where do you go? Because obviously a lot of these scenes are intense. So what's your happy place? Like when you need to kind of disconnect and
Mhm.
put the role here and Ciara goes here, where do you go? What are some of your happy places?
If I'm around family or the people that I love, I like to come back to, my sister, my partner, my two dogs. I love them very much, and I find them to be very grounding, and humbling because they're not afraid to tell me how it is, um, which we all need. And then if I'm not around them, I've got like my special films the movies that I watch to go back to that warm my heart. Probably like Whip It is my favorite. Elliot
Okay,
Page, Drew Barrymore.
whip it. Okay, that's where you go.
Hmm.
Okay, I like that. I do a
Hmm.
little Devil Wears Prada. But I don't know. I mean,
So good. So good.
yeah. Um, I want to know because in one of the trailers for Cherry, it says like the love odyssey, the WTF odyssey, the drug odyssey. In your own life, if you were going to encapsulate your past year in hashtags, what would those hashtags be?
I don't know. God, I spent most of the year on the couch. Um, if I were to encapsulate the past year in hashtags, it would be hashtag thank God for FaceTime, hashtag I love my dog, hashtag I love my couch, hashtag stay safe.
Listen, I feel like all my hashtags are basically what you just said.
There's nothing like witty or quippy about any of them. It's just very genuine.
Hey,
That's what got me through this past year.
the truth does not have to be witty in any way, shape, or form. So I appreciate that. Talk to me about some of those intense scenes with Tom. Was there, when the Russos yelled cut, was there some levity or did you carry some of that weight?
Um, no, it was nice after calling cut once we know we were finished with the scene. There was an ability to sort of come out of it. Of course, it takes a little bit of time, but the Russo brothers created a really nice space on set. Of course, being from the comedy world, there are a lot of jokes flying around on that set, which made it easier to come up for that breath of air, and truly enjoy ourselves. And it made it much easier to step outside of the characters and back into our own skin.
Most importantly, have you seen Tom's lip sync battle? A. And B, what kind of lip syncer are you?
His was the really good one, right?
It was the best one that has ever been done in the history of lip
I
sync battles.
completely forgot about that. But playing Billy Elliot, like, of course, with his background, it's going to be a good lip sync battle.
What's your lip sync
Um,
like?
my lip sync's not as great. Like, it's not keeping me on RuPaul's Drag Race. You know what I mean? As much as I wish it would, I cannot lip sync for my life. Um, but if I was to do lip sync battle, I think I'd want to go out and do like 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton, which is also my karaoke song. Anything by Dolly Parton's gonna get me going.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the
Thank you.
film. You were awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. It was lovely talking to you, Andrew.
Thanks, you too.